Greetings, and I welcome you now in love and light of the One Infinite Creator. Wish to do a tarot reading for you all. These are general readings. Take what feels right, spit all the rest out. With all that being said, deck will be it's pretty much shuffled. So we're going to pull a few cards and get into your energy. Okay. In the past, death reversed, overcoming. You're showing that you're capable right now. You know, in a way, by being able to face the hardships of the past and to still be able to I don't know, to still have trust, in the message and in God or the Creator, or it's just a lot of a lot of pressure could have been on you in the past to break down, but instead you decided to overcome and to persevere, So you're showing up stable here in the present. Unfortunately, in your future, it looks like you're not going to really be very happy or content with where you are. We're going to pull a card over the future here. Okay. So you will eventually be able to really come into your power and to balance things out. But if you think you're heading down the path of success, you may have to question that, because you question yourself, because you're not really after what it is that you want, It's like maybe you've lied to yourself in some way. Because you're more after being at your best, even though you're looking like you're going to end up being at your best, but it's going to be it's not going to be like financial success with the four of Pentacles here reversed in your future. It's going to be like success in the form of standing up for what you believe in and taking charge of the situation, being the captain of your own ship, for example, you're showing really good things in the past with death reversed, That's just really, really good, to be able to overcome tragedy or great change, So it's always good to have death reversed, and so your past is completely good. You're showing balance here in the present with the Two of Swords, balance and faith, and you're really coming into your power once you learn to let go of financial success and you learn to focus on just being at your best. It doesn't matter whether or not you have success financially right now or in the future. Sorry, it's just shouldn't be your goal, I should say. If it or it I don't know. It depends whether or not I'm coming from your perspective or not. Really, and these readings are general. So. Some of you may want financial success, and the only way to really do that, to even, be able to have the opportunity to do that, is going to be by really balancing things out, taking the reins, don't let other people, chauffeur you around and make things easy on you. Codependency is an issue. It's important to really take charge and to push forward. I don't know about pushing. I don't know about pushing forward. There's no Knight of Swords here, but I just like. It's just a good. It does make sense. It does make sense right now. It's gonna be about, because you're not gonna get what you want in the future, so it's gonna be about really like, taking charge and balancing things out. Yeah, not necessarily pushing forward with intent, but like but just realizing your true potential and not letting things get you down. Um, whether that be in the past or the future. Which I already feel like you have down pat in the past. It's just the future is the reversal that you don't really want. The Four of Pentacles. Um, you don't want this card reversed, right? No, I don't know. It depends on the person, right? But I mean, like, this is the Four of Pentacles. It represents like being content, being successful, having success, being successful, or a person of success, or I don't know how to say it. You got this reverse, so financial success isn't in the cards for you. But you coming into your power and balancing the positives and the negatives out, that's what's in store for you. With enough work, awesome energy of overcoming tragedy in the past, with death. I've got to congratulate you on being able to overcome difficult situations in the past, because that's not an easy one. Change is major when it comes to someone passing, and although it's a very literal card, a lot of people take it as like, oh, like, it just means change and stuff like that, but it can also, pain makes you into the best version of yourself. So if you don't, you got to use your pain from the past to really come into your power. The passing of somebody hurts, and so it helps you become a better human being. Every single pain that you go through in life helps you become a better human being that's more connected with God or the Creator. That pain is a catalyst to help you grow. It gives you potential. It creates potential, because it activates you. So anyway, right now you're showing balance, with the Two of Swords. You're showing faith. It's just going to be a little bit about doing the work in the future if you want to achieve financial success, but or any success at all, really. But your past and present energies look good. It's going to be a little bit about being able to, I want to say, like, adapt, but I mean, like, at some point, like small goals when it comes to finances can be very important, but not like really. I don't have not like you're not going to be able to create necessarily huge financial success for yourself in the future, so start small if you want to achieve. If you want to this Four of Pentacles energy to be reversed, you want to start small. Ace of Pentacles represents believing in God, or having faith, or accepting the opportunities that God gives you. So it's like, if you really want financial success, which is a card in your reading here, it's going to be about, for instance, having faith. You're showing that with the Two of Swords, but you're more looking like you want to defeat your enemies with the Two of Swords, being in the suit of Swords rather than the suit of Pentacles, which is, a desire for financial stability. It may be about realizing that the universe is intelligent, with the Two of Pentacles, right? And the thing is that the suits, I'm starting to realize more and more that I do tarot, the more important it is to really look at each archetype along the path, you know, and if you have a tarot deck, you know, if you're interested in tarot, you know, it's really important just to look at just to get a base like feeling of what each card represents, because you can see yourself in you know, in these archetypes. You can consciously understand that. For instance, like whenever I end up laying down, I always end up in the Hanged Man position. For instance, you know, the exact position, like my body normal, like just automatically will just go into the Hanged Man position when I lay down, you know. And that card, what does that card represent? Well, it represents you know, thinking positively through difficult situations. And it's just very interesting, you know, and you can see it. You can see the code of the universe, you know, the intelligence of the universe. These archetypes are real, you know, and that's why I feel like the tarot is so important, you know, is because not just the tarot, but the law of one, and the universe being, everyone being connected and everything having a purpose, you know, everyone having a purpose. And your purpose, you know, is I don't know, you know, I don't know. Meaning is important, you know. You always have to try and get to the heart of the answer, the heart of the question, you know, the heart of the answer, the answer is always is always in the heart, you know. It's always comes from the heart. Why? Because that's where we're going to, you know, in our ascension. We are third through fourth density beings, you know. We're trying to transition to the distortion, to the understanding of love. You know, we're working on it though, you know, and there's a lot that people are going through at this time, you know, like a lot of, you know, pain, and that pain helps us all grow, you know. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, you know, and you can't let that stuff get you down, though. You can't let that stuff take control of you. I don't see the world here in your reading or anything. You know, I think I'm going on. I think I'm a little bit lost here. You know, your reading actually looked pretty good. You know, I just got stuck because it's not necessarily stuck, but like I don't know. I'm kind of thinking aloud here a little bit. I'm probably going to end the reading. Your things are looking good, you know, and so there wasn't really that much to talk about, so I started talking about stuff. And anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Your reading looks great. You're not necessarily going to be able to achieve the financial success you want unless you really take charge of the situation and learn to balance things out more, by continuing to have faith and overcome and really taking really using that pain from the past as a catalyst to grow and become a better person. Namaste.